Hey everyone. So I'm back. So if you're anyone, so happy August, everybody. Happy first couple days of August. So all last month of July, I was doing a couple trips. One was my father to Washington D.C. and another with my mother to Puerto Rico. I had a pretty fun time all last month. But when I got back, I I saw some pretty terrible news. YouTube here in all its infinite wisdom is, let's just say, in all its infinite wisdom says that they're going to be using yet another automated system. Yes, you see, the U.S. is going to. You know what? Fuck it. I don't want to say any of that. I want to skip over that part right now. Point is, YouTube is want YouTube is wanting to, you know, hold on. Is YouTube is wanting hold on a sec. YouTube is now wanting to check for people's IDs. And I don't know it what this really entails in details, cause and this is really terrifying for me, but basically this new automated system is check if a user is under 18. If it is, well, here, well, that's the shitty part. This is the shitty part. You're gonna have features that are gonna be restricted if this new automated system is going to Telly is going to thinks that you are under a minor under 18. Basically, you're going to be very restricted. I don't know exactly how it entails, which really terrifies me because if it affects anything, because as a creator, if it's anything affecting me, first off, if I get hit by this, if anyone I know gets hit by this, it's gonna badly affect my yeah, it's gonna badly affect my channel, and this is why I'm wanting to do live streams. This it's similarly with Twitter, or back when I was on that shit old site. Because because as I don't want to be so dependent on published content like live stream. Not because not only would it make good for good intermittent content when I'm doing like some projects out, but also it's gonna really but also it wouldn't be such a burden to be pumping out so much content because Lord knows that I've been dealing with a lot of stings, and and I've always wanted to give this VTubing thing a try, and If I absolutely fail like that, I can always go back to DeviantArt. I can set up like a Patreon. Ms. Britt does that shit, and she has a fucking Patreon. I can do like a Ko-fi. Connell does that shit. But yeah, I can always go back to DeviantArt full time and have like a Patreon on or a Ko-fi, all that shit, and that would be my revenue. But you know, well, we'll have to wait and see if it affects my ability to publish content here. I might be going over someplace else to Rumble. I'm starting to get very annoyed with this little ballet that Trump is doing with TikTok. So there's that blue sky. There's blue sky. I, my blue sky's been really. I have it be my all-in-one hub for blue sky. We'll see how that goes. But it's been much harder to be a creator. And Twitter's always been my backbone. Well, you see, and especially Blue Sky now. After that, it's been my backbone. But yeah, I can always go back to DeviantArt full time. Mm-hmm. DeviantArt full time, and again, I'm coming back. I'll be back at Twitter anyway. If he's in 2020 at once the start of next come to start once next year starts. Come the start of next year, I'll start you know actually I'll start actually. Fuck. And how I lost my train of thought. I'll actually start going back onto Twitter, but mainly as a support site. I'll figure something out for TikTok too, but actually, I pretty much already have a plan. And for I think for YouTube, I'll simply just go over to Rumble. Rumble. I mean, Twitch might be Twitch might not be really perfect, not by a long shot, but but and this is the shitty part. YouTube is pretty much the only place for people to get noticed for like long term video, bar none, bar none, man. Yeah, you got you got other sites like Twitch and TikTok that are, you know, that make up, and but that's stuff like live streaming and short form content, which YouTube does. That's the big. But in terms for YouTube, there's Daily Motion, Vimeo. Well, fuck this. It's all. Who are you comparing? What is YouTube comparing itself to? And but yeah, we need to. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, look, God, look, gee, Twitch and TikTok are look at sites like Twitch and TikTok. They're major competitors. Yeah, but I'm talking long form video. We we nothing ever comes close to YouTube in that regard. And you know, it's been pretty shitty. It's been pretty shitty. Hey, and I really want to see YouTube have better comp. You, I want to see YouTube. I really want to see YouTube have real competition. And this is what Review Tech USA. And you think shit like Kappa, like with like Kappa back in 2019 is bad? This new thing with the Kosa, would they be doing their ID? Much worse. Let me tell you, it's gonna be much worse. And worse. Because especially with this new ID system that they're gonna do, like ID system that they're gonna do because fuck YouTube. What if Google gets cyber is the victim of a cyber attack and they fuck that. I'm not putting my ID. I mean, this is why I hope this new AI system seriously doesn't impact my ability to publish content here because because I mean I can always post videos on Blue Sky. I can always post videos on Blue Sky, post links to videos and promote them on Blue Sky, but you're on Blue Sky and shit. But yeah, this is a fucking mess. This is a mess that we're and and this is why there YouTube needs direct competition, not just shit like Twitch or TikTok or Reels by Instagram. I mean, do it the shit that YouTube does best, long term video. Because not only would it have you to want to be better, because not only would it make YouTube better, because if there's competition, serious competition, they would have to be better. But it would give other options, and it'll allow people to really weigh those options. Options. And this is why, and not every option may be perfect. Every Not every option would be perfect, but at least we can, weigh up. This is what we need, and I'm serious. Google needs to be broken up. Google needs to seriously be broken up because is if I was because if I was in this because if I was ever doxxed in a Google cyber attack, especially in this state, fuck that shit. I'm fucking done. I am not. I'm seriously not. This is why. A quick message to YouTube: be better. Listen to your competition. And shit, oh, fuck. Sorry. A message to YouTube. A message to YouTube. You might be the number one. You might be the number one show in town on the internet, but that shouldn't mean you can do whatever you want. Because again, and Review Tech USA has been calling you out on this shit a lot. And if YouTube, you could have competition too. Not just shit like Twitch or not just in areas like live streaming or short form content like Twitch and TikTok or whatever. I mean, you get what I'm saying. You could have a competitor in what you do best, long term video. You could have a competitor in that too. Always remember that. I don't care how much how much money Google and Alphabet have in the bank. Be better, YouTube.